Welcome back to Cousins All In. Give us an intro. I want to get by this shit.
Like, share, subscribe, ring the bell. Cuzzy, it's already week 11. It almost makes me upset that it's week 11.
I feel like I'm in a Mike Tyson boxing match where I win one week and lose the next every week.
It's all right.
Every week.
Up and down's better than being down.
Well, this week I feel down. I mean,
yeah, but I'm saying
I actually didn't have a bad week though.
No.
The Cardinals costed me either would have been 1.4 million because I would have won 1.4. I was going to hedge. It was $4.4 million parlay. If I got to the last leg, I was going to hedge 1.4 million on the Eagles. Or you know what's crazy is I was going to take the Eagles +3 when I was trying to win both. But whatever.
What a shit game.
Shit happens. Yeah, those poverty motherfuckers up north. Go ahead.
Broncos improved to 8-2 on Thursday night. They beat the Raiders. Man, was it an ugly, ugly win. Cuzzy, I would go as far as to say this is the worst 8-2 offense that I've ever laid eyes on.
I got to say I agree, but they keep winning.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you just got to win. And that's what they're doing. But this week's a real test with KC coming up. Next one, the Falcons are the best, worst team in the league. You heard that right. They are the best, worst team in the league. They lose in overtime to the Colts by 6. The Colts are 8-2. I think the Colts are on a trail down. I don't care what anybody says. I don't think they're as good as people think.
The Colts have started to hit they've hit the brakes on offense, but luckily for the Colts,
they have 31 points they scored this week.
Yeah, because they're running back.
Yes.
Luckily for the Colts, they have an unbelievable running back. The fact that they scored 31 in that game, honestly, for me, was it took overtime also, right? And it took an 83-yard run. Until then, their offense really wasn't clicking very well. But yeah. JT, I think he's the MVP right now.
Hard to argue that. Right?
There's someone else that might be the MVP, though, that I might be able to argue that with.
Fair. Who?
Matthew Stafford.
Fair. Yeah, you just love that guy.
But he's a QB, so QBs always get the upper edge in the MVP.
I know.
And he's just an absolute baller.
I know. Next one, Texans beat the shit out of the Jaguars in the fourth quarter. That's it. They won the fourth quarter. The Jags coaching staff should get kicked in the balls, letting that game slip by. Really, they lost 30-29. That's what I'll call it. Interesting game.
Very interesting game. The Texans somehow, some way, they're much like the Bengals. They like to just hang around and give themselves some type of hope for the playoffs
just
towards the end of the
around. Next one, Saints, Panthers. Do we even have to talk about this game?
Yeah, I think the Panthers are the most hilarious team I've ever seen. They're 5-5. They have no identity. 1 week they win. The next week they look like the worst team in the league. They go out and score 7 against the Saints.
Don't talk bad about the Panthers. They got a better record than the Vikings. We'll talk about that game right now. We'll talk about Ravens versus the Vikings. Vikings went up early. They went live line -220 in that game. Live, they were -220. They end up getting blown out in the second half. What do you think about JJ's performance? Talk to me about how you feel.
I think it was a subpar performance.
Was it a good performance by the Ravens or a bad performance by the Vikings?
I think the Ravens, however, are starting to settle in. I think the Ravens are becoming what they thought they would be coming into the season, and that's a team that can play a little bit of defense and then
that whole division does that.
Score points, yeah. I mean, you're 100% right. The Ravens, to me, though, are very, very, they're the most disappointing team of the season, but they have a chance to turn that around.
Which is wild.
Cuzzy, I want to talk about this game, though.
Which one?
Patriots and Bucks. The Patriots are now 8-2. The Patriots, to me, I will say, there are teams that are great. There are teams that are good. There are teams that are a fallacy throughout the season. They score a lot of points, and it's a lot of window dressing, and then they die off. The Patriots, to me, are playing, though, Super Bowl level football.
All I can say is the Patriots, everyone knows their assignment. There's not one person on the team that you could say is like the superstar. Everyone just does their job and goes home. And not to mention, perfect coach for that. Mike Vrabel isn't like a, America's team kind of guy, right? The guy goes to his teammates when they're down, or I should say his players, gets on the ground with them, holds their hand, tells them he's there for them. Those guys will run through a wall for him.
Yeah.
And I just think the Patriots are a team you don't want to run into because just it's any given Sunday. And I think the Bills would tell you that story.
Yeah, the Bills would know that story all too well. They got dubbed by the Dolphins, 30 points given up to the Dolphins. And back to what I was saying, cuz I just can't see this team making a Super Bowl run if they can't defend.
Stop.
They can't stop the run.
They can't stop the run, that's for sure.
It scares me.
I said that, though. It's a weird thing. But they did it against KC. They stopped the run. I mean, they slowed it. But here's what I'll tell you. Weird game. I'm okay with the loss. I still think the Bills go to the Super Bowl. I think they play the Lions, and I think anything could happen there. Lions probably win that game, to be honest. But all I'm saying is I think that this is the way it looks right now. The Bills are 6-3. Everyone's going to get like, oh, they're not as good as we thought. And then they're going to get hot, get in the playoffs, and then everybody will be talking about them again. But you want to talk about a team that has the same exact record as the Bills is the Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears are 6-3. People in Chicago are walking around saying the wildest things. They're saying the 85 Bears would lose to this team. They're saying they are.
That would never happen.
That's what they're saying.
That because they're just out of their mind.
They're saying that the talent on this team is better than the 85 Bears.
Listen, I'm a Bears fan. I'll tell you how dumb the Bears fans are. They think Caleb sucks, and he doesn't. I'm just going to say that right now. Without Caleb, they don't win that game.
Who's better, Caleb or JJ?
Well, for me, it's JJ's rookie year.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Caleb had his rookie year last year.
Fair.
You know what I'm saying?
Nobody could say that. Yeah, I agree with that.
Like, I think one whole year of a season playing every game is different than, having 2 seasons under your belt. But I will say this. Caleb Williams has, and I say this with a straight face, and I don't care what anybody tries to tell me, Caleb Williams, in terms of intangible talent, top 7 in the league. Top 7 in the league in terms of intangible quarterback talent. That's what I will say. I do think that he is that talented. His arm strength is incredible. His footwork is incredible. His ability to get out of the pocket, step up in the pocket.
He got a coach fired. That's good.
Yeah, he had to. The Giants actually, listen, Brian Daboll got himself fired. He just didn't know how to win games at the end. And a lot of people say, hey, Dart went out in that game, and that's why they lost. And maybe so.
That is true.
Yeah, maybe so.
Buddy, don't say maybe so. It is true.
No, it's most likely true. I would say it's 95% true.
Fair.
But I will say this. You know what I think Brian Daboll should have done differently in that game?
What?
Up 10, I go with Winston.
I agree.
I go with a rah-rah guy. We're up 10 on the road. Don't worry about it, guys. Don't worry about it. We'll get it. Don't worry. And he makes one big throw or, just kind of manages the game in typical Winston fashion coming off the bench.
I agree.
But Russell Wilson ain't it, buddy.
Yeah, he's our age, though. He needs to retire.
He is not it. He looks so bad. I was at the game. He's so slow, and he looks like he's got bottom-heavy legs, and he just looks terrible out there.
Next one, Seahawks, Cardinals. Seahawks score 44. I'm going to say this game was more about the defense than it was about the offense. Darnold's stats are terrible. They ran the ball effectively. The defense scored 14 points, and they just completely owned the game. I think the Seattle defense has a chance to get them really far this year. I don't care if it's shit about the offense. It's the defense.
Their defense is playing incredible, and people are kind of closing their eyes to it. The Seahawks, to me, Cuzzy, are a team that they're on vacation and they walk outside on the balcony and there's 50,000 people down below, and they just pull the towel off and show that big Picciolino because they are 7-2.
They have a better record than the Lions.
Yeah. They're 7-2. They're playing D. They're beating everybody. Nobody's talking about them. And they said, guys, we are here. And we are here to stay.
I'll tell you.
I like the way they're playing.
The Vikings miss Sam Darnold. I'll say that. Oh, my God. They do. They do. Next one, Rams, they slapped the Niners, which I told you was going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
The Rams are the real deal.
Oh, yeah.
They're 7-2. They've got a good defense. They've got a quarterback that can do absolutely anything the fuck he wants. I told you this team reminds me of the year that they won the Super Bowl. It really does.
I hope this team wins the Super Bowl so bad. I want them to win it so bad.
Is that your pick? Is that who you want?
It's not. I can't pick this early in the season. It just wouldn't be right.
Well, now's the time. This is about the time I pick a team.
But I have to be honest. In terms of the team that I want to win the most, knowing that the Bears can't, I pick the Rams every time. It's my favorite player. He looks amazing right now. Just threw 4 touchdowns.
42-26, they beat him.
Yeah. And San Fran sucks, by the way. So all you guys talking shit on my DM, I'm just going to tell you again, San Fran sucks.
They're
Your
poverty.
city sucks.
Poverty.
Your team sucks.
Poverty.
They suck.
Poverty. Section 8. That's Section 8 team.
They suck, that team. I can't stand that team. It's finally happening.
Team sucks. Hate them.
You're on the same.
I hate the Niners.
Me too.
I hate the Niners more than I hate the Eagles.
They do. Way more.
Yeah, it's not even close.
Way more. It's not even close.
All right, next one. Chargers, Steelers. Chargers scored 25. Steelers scored 10. The Steelers look like their feet were stuck in the mud. The Steelers started off so hot, they're 5-4. The Chargers are the most confusing 7-3 team I've ever seen in my life. And what a weird game. If you watched that game, you were probably like, this is the weirdest, most boring game I've ever watched. I think the game started with 6 punts in a row. No, 6 possessions where no first downs in a row. There was actually a field goal in that, but 6 possessions of no first down is crazy.
This will be the 4th year in a row I've said it, including the year he got injured. Rodgers is washed. It has nothing to do with this game. This game was just like another nail in the coffin of his career being washed. He's washed. He's so washed right now. The Steelers wish they drafted a quarterback. I promise you they do. The Steelers are horrible. They cannot defend. I told you earlier in the season, the Steelers suck. They love to go 9-8 and try and squeak out the playoffs. They're horrible. They're miserable. They suck.
Who pissed in your cereal? All right, next, we're going to talk about college football. Let me tell you a little something about college football right now.
Little college ball.
With how these teams all look, and I mean this convincingly, anybody could win the CFP playoff.
Oh,
it's wide open.
I have zero idea who's going to win.
But there is one big game we wanted to discuss. I asked for it to be on the Run of Show. It's Texas, who has come back alive at Georgia, and the line's 6.5.
Yeah.
You know what that means?
It makes me want to hammer Georgia.
I got to take Texas plus 6.5. So I want you to take Georgia. Go ahead. Please do.
I really don't want to.
You said it. You said you wanted to pound them.
I do, but I don't.
Have some balls.
All right, fine. I'm on Georgia minus 6.5. I really am.
And I'm on Texas plus 6.5.
And when I see that line, it makes me love the dogs.
I see that line. I really love Texans.
It's a lot of points. It's a lot of points, though, to be given a team like Texas, which is the reason I don't want to bet it, but I will because I believe in Kirby. I also believe in one thing in this ball game.
What?
One thing and one thing only.
What?
Kirby is bringing the blitz, and if I've seen Manning struggle, it's when he's got to move his feet. People were saying, oh, he can run. Yes, he can run, but his footwork in the pocket does not match his running ability.
Texas is 2-6 against the spread and straight up as an underdog in the last 8 games. Georgia is 2-4 against the spread and straight up at home as TD favorites or fewer. So what I'm going to tell you is I believe that Texas saw the bottom of their season already. I think Georgia has not seen the bottom of their season. I think Georgia's going to be fine with a loss here. I think Texas needs the win. I believe that Texans get it done plus 6.5. No fucking problem.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe that all you got to do is stop that the gunner guy from running the ball from QB, and you really you limit that offense.
Gunner Stockton.
Yeah. Mr. America.
Yeah, he's Mr. America.
That's my son Gunner. He plays for Georgia and he runs the ball like a man.
He's been a star since like 5th grade.
He runs the ball like a man. That's what he does. Yeah, over at Georgia, Kirby's his coach. Yeah. Well, I think he's gonna get his teeth kicked in. I think Texas gets it done. All right, time to talk about NFL football. The week starts off with the Jets at the Patriots. The Patriots are minus an 11.5. I don't have a pick here, but if I had a gun to my head, I'd take the Jets plus 11.5. Divisional game, everybody's all over the Pats. The Jets have no respect. I see 11.5. Makes me want to bet it, but I'm not touching it. Not touching it.
Thursday night ball, all I could say is be very, very cautious. These games get very scary. You just seen the Raiders almost beat the Broncos. I'm not saying the Jets are going to beat the Patriots by any means. I'm not going to bet the game, but if you had a gun to my head, I would scream Patriots ML to save my own life.
Minus 800?
I'm saying to save my own life. That's what I would yell. I'm not betting this game. Are you kidding me? This game's horrible. In fact, minus 800 on a Thursday night is all the more reason that the Jets could win on the ML. That's how crazy these Thursday nights are.
What I will say is if you are going to bet this game, I recommend doing it live. Tell me you can't see the Jets going down 14. Tell me you can't magically see the Jets score first, by accident. Then you can get some value on the Patriots. So just saying, I think it's a live wager game.
I can't stand that game.
Next one, Commanders at the Dolphins in Spain. Spaniards, Latinas. You're going to have some players in town.
Oh, boy. Beware. Figure out the guys who like to party because...
If you're married to one of the players going to Spain and you're not going, let's just say you're not safe this weekend.
You are not safe.
No shot.
Like I said, find the players who like to party and fade them because they will be out with the thick Latinas and they will not be playing well come game time in Madrid.
You're not wrong. And it's Commanders versus Dolphins, two teams that just, I don't care about the win this league. The Dolphins suck and the Commanders suck.
Yeah.
So they lost me so much money, the Commanders. Oh,
I'm off that game.
Yeah, I'm off that game too. Next game, Bears at the Vikings. I'm giving a pick right away. I'm taking the Vikings -3 and money line. I think the JJ gets it done again. I think the Vikings beat the Bears. I think people are going to pound the Bears, and I think they're going to all lose their money. I'm going to say it's my favorite pick of the week.
I am not going to bet the game. I have a lot of bets this week. A lot. I have 9 to be exact. I am not going to bet the game, but I will tell you, be very, very careful because this line tells me the Vikings get it done at home. No problem.
Minnesota's 8-1 in its last 9 games straight up against the Chicago Bears. Enough said. Next game, Texans at the Titans. The line is Titans plus 7.5. I don't have a pick. Over-unders 39 and a hooker. I don't have a pick.
I don't have a pick. Are we going to see Stroud this weekend?
You never know.
I don't know. Davis Mills.
We shoot the show on Tuesdays. We won't know till Wednesday.
Yeah. This is a weird game. This is a divisional game, which makes me think the Titans will just come out and play as hard as they possibly can at home, especially when I see an over-under at 39 and a hook. I just don't have the balls to bet it. I'll tell you what I do have the balls to bet, though, Cuzzy. I'm on the Falcons on the money line at home. The Falcons are dire need due for a win.
Are we moving on? Next game?
You don't want to move on?
We can move on.
I thought you said you didn't have a pick.
So Panthers, Falcons.
You didn't have a pick.
My guy's taking the Falcons.
I am.
I'll take the Falcons too.
Beautiful. Let's go.
I'll take the Falcons
Let's
too.
go.
I'm on the Falcons on the money line. I'm not taking
due.
3 and a hooker. The team's the best, worst team in the league. What else am I going to say? Next game, Bucks at the Bills. I'm taking the over in this game. It's 49. I'm taking the over. And I'm going to take Baker. Whatever his passing yards is, whatever the total is, I'm going to take the over.
That's fair. He absolutely slings it. I'm taking the Bills on the ML. I don't care if you like the juice or not. The Bills are on a bounce back. I think they're going to win. If you got to wager some money to do it, then wager some money to do it. The Bills are at home. I do not see them losing back-to-back weeks. And I think the Bucs got a little banged up against New England.
It's wild when I take an over and I take over on passing yards and you go and pick a game.
I know.
Shit's turning over here. Next game, Chargers at the Jags. The line's Jags +3. I'll be taking the Jags +3 in this game. I think this is that perfect game where everyone's like, Chargers, easy win, and you're dead. Bang!
Tony's going Chargers on the ML, easy win. I hate the Jags. I think the Jags stink. I really do. I watched them get beat by Davis Mills for 9,000
Slim
yards.
Louie, I love you. Jags +3.
Slim Louie was in the second quarter texting Duval. They got pounded at the end. I almost texted him back, but I felt bad.
They got pounded so bad they're on Pornhub. All right, next one. Packers at the Giants. The Giants are plus 7.5. Their coach just got fired, and the Packers have sucked 2 weeks in a row. Careful. I'm not betting it.
I'm not betting it either. I'm playing right into your narrative that there's another coach out there and the team's playing with serious conviction. I still really believe that Winston should start this game.
I should ride that narrative. I'm going to do it again.
Yeah?
I'll take the Giants plus 8.
He's got the Giants plus.
They fired their coach. Let's see how much they didn't like Daboll.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, you think they should put Winston in this game?
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
I think they should put Winston and say, Winston, from the next 2 games while we sit Dart out with concussion, just throw that fucker as far and as long as you can. Like
throw that motherfucker.
I got Jacobs rushing, though, in this game for 65 yards.
Fair.
I think Jacobs runs the ball easily in this game. I just watched the Giants defense play. I can't say they're bad. They have amazing talent up front, but they just don't utilize it.
Next game, Bengals at the Steelers.
This is a horrible game. I have one pick in this game. It's Joe Flacco passing yards, 240. The Steelers secondary is Amalander Swiss cheese, more holes than Swiss. I'm taking Flacco for 240. I think the Steelers, the guys on the secondary of the Steelers, they look like they're about 108 as they run after guys down the field.
Well, in dog years, they are.
They are.
Next one, Seahawks at the Rams. The Rams are minus 2.5 at home against the Seahawks. I'll be taking the Seahawks. Gotcha, bitch. Taking the Rams money line.
I was going to say, I'm on the Rams. I love the Rams. Go Rams. Old reliable, old faithful. Anytime my back's against the wall, I lean on number 9. I'll take the Rams on the ML.
I'm on the Rams on the ML as well, which I kind of feel like a trap a little bit. But I guess Seattle's that good where it might not be a trap.
Yeah.
Next one, 49ers at the Cardinals. The line's Cardinals plus 2.5. Man, that's provolone, huh?
It's provolone, and I'm smelling it, and I'm smelling it to the bank. I'm on the 49ers ML. You know you guys suck. I know you suck, and I'm taking you on the ML anyways.
I'll take the Cardinals plus 3.
I don't blame you. It stinks.
Ouch. That hurts to take. I didn't even want to take it. Now, the game of the week that everyone's going to talk about right now is the Chiefs versus Broncos. Broncos are playing good. The Chiefs are 8-2 off of a bye week, straight up. Bo Nix is 6-1 against the spread as a dog. The Broncos are a home dog. Mahomes is 13-1 versus Denver. What?
Wow.
That's crazy.
It is insane.
KC's 8-2 straight up in its last 10 games when playing at Denver. KC's 17-2 straight up in its last 19 games when playing at Denver.
Last year, Chiefs, I think they were undefeated at the time. There was, the line was straight provolone.
Oh, yeah. The missed field goal.
Him and I stood right here. We stood up at the screen like this as they attempted the field goal, and it got blocked.
Maybe want to kill myself.
How much did you lose on that game?
220,000.
220,000.
Or 250, whatever.
That was a fucking absolute.
Well, no, time out. I can't say that because I won the spread, but I lost the points.
Right.
So I didn't lose the money, but what I should have won, that's kind of what.
Yeah, it was like you had him on the ML.
I did, yeah. Which was plus 350.
Yeah.
But the swing was about 500,000 or 450.
I just don't know how this game plays out. I haven't seen Denver play offense for almost 4 weeks. Their defense is phenomenal. I will say that. Their defense is unbelievable.
I don't have a pick here, but I will tell you right now, that is the game of the week to watch.
Yeah. I have no pick as well, and that will also be by far my favorite game to watch.
Next game, Ravens at the Browns. Browns are plus 8.5. I do not have a pick here. I don't have a lean. I don't have nothing.
Let's go to the next one, if you don't mind. Lions at the Eagles. I'm taking the Lions plus 3 in this game.
Taking the Lions. I'll ride that.
Plus 3 sounds good, right?
I'm in. I'll take it.
Dan Campbell calling plays. He said, hey, buddy, listen, I'm going to call the plays from now on. He called a play the other day, by the way. He calls the play in. He goes like this after he calls the play in. Touchdown.
He knew.
He knew.
He knew.
He literally knew.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Lions with him. I think the Eagles get checked. You fucking dorks out east.
You're going to get a cheesesteak off your head. You just skated in a game you shouldn't even have won against
This
the
guy
Pats.
doesn't learn his lesson. I'm going to go to Philly. And, here, I'm not bringing up
Philly
politics.
plays the Bears in
Hold on.
Philly.
I'm not bringing up politics, but I feel like, you know how like Charlie Kirk used to go to these campuses and do those sit downs? I want to go to Philly and do a, like where I sit down.
The outdoor sit-
and I put the Eagles suck, make me change my mind. Can you imagine the fans? Fuck you! Fuck you!
They will throw cheesesteaks at us.
Can you imagine? That'd be fun though.
It would be fun.
Oh, I think I'm going to do that one day.
The thing is, we secretly love the Philly fans.
I love Philly fans. I just think your team's trash. You guys scored 10 points. You think you're the best team in the league.
They do.
Yeah. And I'm sure your girl tells you you're the biggest she's ever had, too.
It's 100% true, though.
No, babe, you're the biggest.
Yeah. Philly's the only team that could play a Packers team that lost at home to Carolina and then score 7 points in a 10-7, and they're chirping up a storm. They're making stories tagging us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you guys don't ever learn your lesson. Philly football, this, that.
I hope the Lions
Suck on
stretch
it.
you out. I hope they just he'll leave a gaping hole when it's over. And feel free to clip that out. My guys that clip for me,
I do think.
please clip it out and edit where I say, I want you to make sure it's quick. I don't want a long reel. And I'm sure your girl, Eagles fans, I'm sure your girl tells you you're the biggest she's ever had. All right.
Hey, my girl said I'm the biggest.
Yeah.
You hear that?
Yeah.
And the Eagles are the best.
Yeah, you had an apple dick. The stem sticks out the top like that. All right, next one. Cowboys at the Raiders. Talk about two teams that want to. These teams should just kick each other in the balls until one falls down.
I'm taking the Cowboys on the ML. This is what the Cowboys do. These are when the Cowboys fans across America say, hey, listen, you know what? We beat the Raiders this weekend. We might have something to look
The
forward to.
over-under in this game is the highest I've seen in a while, 50.5.
I know. It's going to be a shootout. You could just tell. Your boy Eugene, though, I have this weird feeling in my head and in my heart. I don't know the stats, so don't get all nutty. That your boy Eugene does good on Mondays. Because from like Mondays that I could remember.
Eugenio.
Does he not?
I don't know. The guy just...
He sucks.
No! I'm defending Geno Smith. This guy has no blocking.
He does have no block.
He's looking at his players like, bro, that was your block. What were you doing?
That's the exact. He looks like he's half crying.
And get a clip of that because I want people to see it. Like we'll put it as just put it up as a reel on our Cousins page. The poor guy is not getting blocking. It just, I don't care if you're Tom Brady in his prime. You can't do shit if a free rusher comes on the edge and you're hit a second and a half in. There's nothing you can do as a quarterback.
Yeah. I think I would honestly lean heavily on Brock Bowers in this game on Monday night. Keep your eyes open. I might bet that. I think Bowers on a 50.5 point line, he's going to have to catch a lot of balls. He's going to have to perform if the Raiders are going to hang in.
For sure. Well, here's what I'm going to do. Normally I give you a parlay. I'm going to wait. I want to see how lines move, and I want to post a parlay on call it Sunday around 11 o'clock, 11:30. I'm going to post up a parlay on the for what I'm taking. We're going to call it the Cousins parlay, and I will have it up for you by Sunday by 11:30 p.m. or a.m. Sorry. Central.
You know what? I like that. I'm going to do the same thing with the pounder this week. I'm going to slice it thin when I feel like it. It's either going to be, I'll release it Sunday
when
morning.
I shoot this show, I force a parlay for you without getting injury reports, without getting everything, and I want to wait. I want to give you guys a good one.
Yeah, I agree. Same here. I want to see that which guys are playing. I want to see a lot of different things that include Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Well, I think that's one of the things that do hurt us a little bit is that we don't get to see the injury reports
because we need funding to be live. Sunday morning on Fox.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we should be on Fox on Sundays.
We need to be rocking on a live show on television.
Yeah, and then you really know who we're like. You feel the emotion when I place a $100,000 bet. Yeah, you want to know who I'm on? Oh, you bum! You lost the Browns. I'm like, I had 10,000 on that. I didn't give a fuck. I care about the game I have 100 or 200 on.
Right.
But you know what? Be ready to fire this week. I'm going to put a lot of bets in. I'm going to make sure I tell you guys what I'm taking. The games I gave you today, though, are definitely ones I'm 1,000% on. I love those. There was a couple I didn't want to give out because I wasn't sure. So stay tuned, lock in, make sure you're following, make sure you're subscribed, and make sure you have our notifications on so you see our stories. We'll see you next week.